eventually they became married. But in their marriage, they were still spiritually separate. Jean-Pierre was still going to the Presbyterian church, and Lana was going to church on Sabbath. So growing up, they never worshiped together. And as further in the marriage, they had 3 sons. After the 3 sons, they still were different. Jean-Pierre still went to the Presbyterian church, and Lana and the 3 sons, they just went to church on Sabbath. Now, as the marriage continued, there became tension. Lana and the 3 sons would worship on Saturday, and Jean-Pierre would worship on Sunday, and there was just too much tension. And Jean suddenly started to ask himself, why is there tension between the Sabbath? Why am I facing this difficulty in my marriage? So Jean started thinking about the Sabbath, and he's asking God and praying, God, is the Sabbath the true day of your rest? So one day, the General Conference had a mission in Vanuatu, in the capital, Port Vila, and they asked Jean-Pierre to help with transportation with the Adventists. And for him to help transportation, that meant he had to go to the conference meetings. So one day, there was 3 weeks of this evangelistic seminar. The first 2 weeks, it didn't mean anything to him, but the last week, the preacher talked about the Sabbath. And when he was talking about it, Jean felt like God answered his prayer about the Sabbath. And the preachers pointed to him and said, "You." And Jean is like, "Me? No." He's looked around. "No, it's not me." He just looked down, he's just looking at his notes, and he kept going back up. He looked up, and the preacher said, "Yeah, you." And he's like, "No, it's not me." So he just kept looking down. And then he looked up again, and the preacher said, "Yeah, you, the one looking down." So from that moment, Jean-Pierre, he found out that it was me. And from that moment, he chose to worship on the Sabbath, and he became baptized in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. So God worked in his life mysteriously. And if you come next week on Sabbath school, we will learn the second part of his life as a Seventh-day Adventist.
Thank you, Rinald, for the wonderful mission story. Baiklah saudaraku, pada saat ini kita akan berpisah kelas melalui diskusi sekolah Sabat. Namun terlebih dahulu kami akan mengundang Om Ferry untuk membagikan kelas-kelasnya.
Terima kasih atas bacaan mission yang sudah dibawakan oleh Rinald. Saya akan membagikan kelas-kelas untuk pagi hari ini. Di bagian Colton, Saudara Irfan yang akan memimpin, dan kemudian di Mono Valley dan Loma Linda ada Ibu Liz Pesolima, dan di depan sini mungkin pendeta boleh bantu di depan di Fontana. Kita berdiri bersama-sama untuk mendoakan akan pelajaran sekolah Sabat yang baru mengenai buku Matius. Anak muda, ada si Anthony yang boleh tolong. Kita berdoa. Bapa kami dalam surga, pada pagi hari ini Tuhan kami datang lagi kepadamu. Kami berterima kasih atas pimpinanmu, di mana Engkau sudah pimpin kami boleh datang ke Kabami dengan satu sukacita, karena hari Sabat yang penuh dengan berkat ini akan menjabarin kami Tuhan. Kami akan mempelajari sebagian dari firman-Mu. Engkau mengirimkan Roh-Mu yang suci, boleh menempati hati kami agar supaya apa yang akan kami pelajari, apa yang akan kami diskusikan bersama-sama, boleh mendapat tempat dalam hati kami, membawa kami selalu lebih dekat kepadamu. Terima kasih Tuhan, kami selalu berdoa untuk saudara-saudara kami yang masih dalam perjalanan. Kamu pimpin mereka, tibakan mereka juga di tempat ini dengan selamat, agar kami semua boleh mendapatkan berkat-berkat yang limpah. Ampuni dosa kami itu banyak di dalam nama Yesus yang sudah menjadi juru selamat dan penebus dosa kami. Amin.
Baiklah, kepada para pemimpin diskusi, waktu yang diberikan sampai jam 11:15. Selamat berdiskusi.